the thing that I'm going to teach right now is very 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 important. Noun case. So बच्चों, noun case can be nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. Noun case can be nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. Okay, so when the noun is used as a subject, it is called nominative case. When the noun is used as an object, it is called objective case, and that too with a direct object. Okay, and when the noun is used as a possession to show to show possession, we call it a possessive case. Clear? Now going into the depth, first of all let me clarify one thing to you, that is about object. So students, an object can be direct or indirect. Clear? So the action on which, the object on which the action is being done is direct object, and the doer is then indirect object. Let's say that I gave a pen. Just a minute. Let's say I gave a pen to you, and or if not you, then say Ravi. I give a pen to Ravi. So here I is a nominative case. Clear? Noun is there, but it's a nominative case, and this nominative case is of subjective one. Okay, because since I is acting as a subject, so I is a nominative case. Now pen is an objective case. Pen is an objective case. Here pen is an object, so pen is a direct object and Ravi is an indirect object. In simple way, the living things are indirect object and the non-living things are direct object. Okay, now moving forward, let's say a noun is in the nominative case if it is in the subject. Rohan played a game. So my dear students, in this sentence Rohan played a game, the name which is used here is Rohan, and Rohan is a proper noun, and game is a common noun. Game is a common noun. Had it been cricket or football or hockey, it would be called as a proper noun, but game is a common noun. Game can be anything. It can be carom, it can be ludo, it can be chess, it can be badminton, it can be tennis. So it's a common name. So here Rohan is a subject and game is an object. So since Rohan is a subject, it is called nominative case, and game is an object, so it is called as an objective case. See the next example for objective case. The same thing is done. Objective case if it is in the direct object. So here game is an object and it is resembling an objective case. Now a noun is in the possession case if it is used to show possession or ownership. It is expressed by adding s, an apostrophe, and the letter s. Now there is a new thing for you. There's a new thing, and I would like to teach you this thing in Hindi. For example, you have to say book of Ramesh. Book of Ramesh. Just a minute. So for example, if you have to say book of, let's say, Ram. So in English you never say book of Ram. In Hindi you say कि Ram की किताब, but in English you never say book of Ram. You have to say Ram's book. Ram's book. So my dear students, what I did here is I applied an extra s along with this upside comma. So this upside sign, this comma, is a apostrophe. Okay, and here the same thing is done, adding this particular thing, adding this particular thing is called apostrophe s, an apostrophe and the letter s. Okay, so Ritu's book is on the table. So the book of Ritu is on the table. You can never see this sentence, and if you see this sentence, this is grammatically wrong. It should always be Ritu's book, nouns book. Okay, name of the person, then apostrophe, and then book. See, name of the person, then apostrophe, then book. So here you've got to know nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. Remember the classification: nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. Nominative when there is subject related to, when object related to, and possession when then there is relation of possession. SOP. Remember this rule: subject, object, and possession. Now let's go through some new questions, some other questions. So I'll help you with this exercise, but it is a kind of your homework actually. Okay, so read these sentences and underline the nouns that are nominative case and circle those in the objective case and tick the ones that are in possession case. So let's pick out first of all those which have got possession. So possession means there has to be an apostrophe. So here there is apostrophe in Sejals. Here there is apostrophe in sister-in-laws. Here there is apostrophe in Rita's book. See, Sejals में apostrophe है, Rita's में apostrophe है, sister-in-laws में apostrophe है, Belgium's में apostrophe है. So you've got these sentences: sentence 3, sentence 5, sentence 4, not 5, sentence 4, sentence 6, and sentence 8. These have got possession case. Now when is a nominative case? Whenever there is a nominative case, it has to be in the subject. So Jivan is a subject, Swat and Meera is a subject, V is a subject, the cover is subject, Maheshwari is subject, I is subject, father is subject, Brussels is subject, the Taj Mahal is subject. So yeah, these only. Please is not a subject. Okay, so when there is a noun and this noun comes in the starting, we call it a subject. As simple as this. When there is a noun and it comes in a starting, we call it a subject. Okay, my dear students. Now talking about the objective case, the project, playing chess, parents, Rita's book, not Rita, Rita's book, complete sentence. Maheshwari went to attend the annual function. Annual function is an object. Clear? Shawl is an object. Book and Manish both are object. Okay, so these are objective case. Brussels is Belgium's capital. Belgium's capital. So capital is an object. So right now you have got the idea. So in the same we have to do this particular thing as a homework. Now moving further. Write sentences of your own in your notebook to illustrate the following aspects of the possessive forms of the noun. In simple way, you just have to do one thing. When you use it with a plural noun. So when do you use it with a plural noun? Let's say you have to write people's choice. So people is a plural noun. So people is a plural noun. So when you add an apostrophe, people's choice. Now this people's choice is a plural noun, but you have to make a complete sentence on this. In the same way, when you use it with a noun made up of more than one word, and then when you use it with the personified object, when you use it with the word that ends with letter S, okay, One more thing, when any noun that ends with s, so we don't add another apostrophe. We simply write a apostrophe like this. For example, so students, for example, if I write a sentence, so if I write a noun, let's say Williams. So, and if there is Ritu's book, this is correct. But if I say Williams book, so we cannot apply like this. I repeat, we cannot apply this s. We just have to apply just a single inverted comma or an apostrophe above the last letter, above the last alphabet. Okay, so the same thing is there in this point number 8. Now let's perfect it. Means there is the group of some collective nouns, and you have to fill it with the blanks, fill it in the blanks. Let's say there are anthology, archipelago, bouquet, assortment, and ensemble. So a dash is a collection of various things. So a dash is a collection of various things. Then a dash is a group of a musician, singers, dancers, or actors. Then in third, a dash is a collection of poems, plays, short stories, and other literary pieces. A dash is a group of islands. So students, there are anthology, archipelago, bouquet, assortment, and ensemble. So these words are nouns that represent the collective nouns. Means in every respect they show a kind of collection or a kind of group. For example, bouquet is a group of flowers. Okay, anthology is a group of writings or poems. So here are the 5 blanks in which you have to fill. Let's start. So dash is and dash is a collection of various things. So if I talk about the collection of various things, these will have to write assortment over here. Means when you see a collection of various things, so that collection is called assortment. And by various things it can be, let's say that in a stationery shop, when you go, you see a collection of books, a collection of copies, a collection of pens, pencils, sharpeners, erasers. So it is actually like you can witness a collection of various types of things, and therefore we call it assortment. Clear? In the second question, and dash is a group of musicians, singers, dancers, or actors who perform together. So ensemble is the thing. Like ensemble is a group of musicians, singers, dancers, or actors who perform together. Okay, means in the award function, like on every special occasion, you see that there are like on every year there are award functions going on, that filmfare awards, BAFTA awards, Oscar awards. So on these awards, the actors, the singers, the dancers, the musicians perform together on the stage. So this particular group is called ensemble. It's called ensemble. Clear? Next is dash is a collection of flowers arranged in a neat order. Yes. For example, if you pluck a flower, pluck a flower. We don't break a flower from the plant. We pluck a flower. The spelling of pluck is Pluck. You pluck means आप फूल को तोड़ते हो तो उसको break नहीं करते हो, you pluck it. Okay. So when you pluck a flower from its plant and you pluck so many flowers and you make a group of those flowers, so these flowers are called bouquet. Okay, you are very common with this. Whenever we have to wish someone in the marriage or in a birthday party or when we visit to see someone in the hospital, we carry the bouquet, the bunch of flowers. So here that is called bouquet. Clear? The next is a group of island. So a group of island is a archipelago. Okay, archipelago is a group of islands. For example, West Indies. So West Indies is a group of island. So when there is a group of island, we call it archipelago. And so West Indies is a proper noun. Okay, but since it's a group of island, so it can be called as an archipelago. So now we are done with these 5 questions. The next is fill in the blanks by forming abstract noun from the words given in brackets. So Gandhi ji's dash spread far and wide. तो यहाँ पे देखो बच्चों, ग्रेट को ही हमें कन्वर्ट करना है किसी नाउन में, एंड दैट नाउन हैज टू बी दैट नाउन शुड बी अ abstract noun. So great can be written as, great can be converted into greatness, clear? Similarly, this irritate can be converted into irritation. Irritate can be converted into irritation, and irritation is an abstract noun. So similarly, you have to convert this into the abstract noun, and this is your homework. Now next is, this is not your homework, don't worry, I've already given you so much of homework. So students, just note your homework. Your homework is, just note it from the starting. Okay, yes, your homework starts from here, such as लेट्स क्रैक इट में ऑप्शन टाइप ए, टाइप बी. ठीक है बच्चों, लेट्स क्रैक इट वाला जो ऑप्शन है ना, ये देखो ध्यान से, जो लेट्स क्रैक इट वाला ऑप्शन है, इस लेट्स क्रैक इट में your homework is to complete this type A, then this type B, and let's perfect it में students you have to do this type A and you have to do this type B, and just it, you don't have to do this one, okay. So in let's crack it में type A B C, and let's crack let's help में let's perfect में type A and type B. ठीक, अच्छा दोनों में type A ही है, type A, just a minute, type A, type B, clear. Then let's perfect में type A and type B. So this all is your homework. That's all for the day, my dear students. Thank you.